I'm always scared that one day I'm going to forget to plug in one of these wires. What's going on, guys? I hope that you're all having a beautiful day. Thank you for joining me here on the channel. My name is Justin, and I'm sorry if there's wind blowing in the microphone. Today we're listening to the song Wooden Ships by Crosby, Stills, and Nash. This is off of their album, Crosby, Stills, and Nash, which was released in 1969. A few of you had reminded me of this song and recommended this song to me in the comments down below. So I figured, now's a good time as ever. It's the weekend for me. I don't know what time this video is coming out or what day it's coming out, but I mean, it's probably going to be good for like any day. Speaking of wooden ships, did you guys ever do the thing where like maybe your mom or dad were washing the cars and the water was going down into the gutters in the streets, and you would like, I don't know, get leaves or build little boats and then put them in the gutter and watch it like race down, and then at the end of the gutter it went into the sewer, and then some guy started talking to you from in the sewer. It was like a really nice clown. There were some red balloons. Anyways, I hope that you guys are having an amazing day. You can join me on Twitter in the comments down below. And let's just jump into the song. This is Wooden Ships by CSN. Crosby, Stills, and Nash.
If you smile at me, I will understand, 'cause that is something everybody everywhere does in the same language. I can see by your coat, my friend, you're from the other side. Just one thing I got to know. Can you tell me, please? Why? Say, can I have some of your purple berry? Yes, I've been eating them for 6 or 7 weeks now. Haven't got sick once. Probably keep us buried for life. Wooden ships on the water, very free and easy. Easy, you know the way it's supposed to be. Silver on the shoreline, let us be. Talking about very free and easy. Horror grips us as we watch you guide. All we can do is echo your anguished cries. Stare as all human feelings die. We are leaving, you don't need us. sister, then by the hand, lead her away from this foreign land, far away, where we might laugh again. We are leaving, you don't It's a fair wind blowing warm out of the south on my shoulder. I guess I'll set a course and go.
It's perfect. Let's talk about this song. Excuse me. Jessica, can you not? Okay, so story-wise, the song seems to be about two people from opposite sides of a war, and they encounter each other, they have a moment of humanity with each other, and then they go their separate ways. Which, of course, by the lyrics, I get that. But at different points throughout the music, you have two different people singing to each other. So I think that that's really cool. The whole song has a very oceany feel. I would imagine I'm getting that because of the wooden ships title of the song. But there's a few really, really interesting things about this. One, vocally, it is just like sublime. It's just like very, very chill. It's something very easy to relax to. And personally, when I'm listening to this song, I'm thinking of being on a ship. I'm thinking of like being on the ship, the waves are just gently rocking you back and forth. You know, it's not a storm or anything like that. It's just very gentle and calm waves. And the song has that kind of movement to it. The bass playing sounds like as if you would hear it if you were underwater. It has a slightly like muddled sound, not in a bad way, by the way. It's just like the sound of the bass. But there's also a nice amount of depth to it. It's mellow, it's rich, it's floaty, like it's there in the back. It's almost, you almost don't feel it. But when you feel it, I mean, you know it's there. So bass playing was really nice. And then I don't know who is doing the lead guitar in this track. Because they are killing it the entire time. Like, really the entire time. It looks like, actually, now that I'm reading on Wikipedia, because I didn't look it up before, it looks like Stephen Stills is doing the lead vocals, the lead and bass guitar, and then keyboards. Which I do want to talk about the keyboards as well. I got something to say on that. But man, Stephen Stills on the guitar throughout this song, he is blazing a trail of jazzy goodness throughout. He is like, he's leading. You know, that to me is lead guitar. Now, I do want to talk about those keyboards because there was a distinct organ sound going on as well. It was very far away in the background, but you could hear it playing, and then at the end you finally got a little bit of a riff. I couldn't quite tell if there was more to it throughout the song. I wasn't really listening for it. But the organ sounds like Morse code. I don't know if this is intentional. I don't know if I'm reaching for something, but it sounded like it was Morse code. Let me pull the song back up. It went to Jessica. I don't know why it went to Jessica. Let me pull Wooden Ships back up. Let me pull it into maybe the middle somewhere. Okay, listen to the organ here. You can barely hear it. I don't know. Maybe it's me reaching. but I thought I heard Morse code out of it. I don't know Morse code. It just sounds like it. And if it is, and even if it isn't, it reminds me of Morse code, which reminds me of a ship being in danger. Perhaps these two people that met, one of them was in worse shape than the other, which I am getting actually now thinking about it, because at one point, let's see, he says, "Say, can I have some of your purple berries? Yes, I've been eating them for 6 or 7 weeks now. Haven't gotten sick once, probably keep us both alive." So he's asking for purple berries. He's probably hungry. I would imagine, right? Like, he's probably starving at this point. I'm just imagining war. I don't know what the actual story is. But the Morse code, perhaps signaling for health. The lyrics speak of desperation and just really trying to survive. You know, forget the war. Forget all that stuff. We're just trying to survive. We're two survivors out here. We can both make it out of here alive, no matter what side we're on. And then one thing I like is the production as well as certain instruments fill on certain sides, and when that second person and that second perspective comes in, it's told and sung from the other side of the headphones, or at least the other side of the speakers. So that's really cool because it gives the song a little bit of nuance. It's one of those details that really makes the whole thing feel very full. Like right now, the vocals are sung on my left, probably your right. Well, maybe your left as well. While musically, everything else is a little bit more centered, besides the drums, which are a little more in the right. So it gives a nice amount of space and room in this track. It's just really cool how it's built. See, like right here, perspective, right, in the headphones. Nice panning. Nice conversation. Yeah. And see, even if you listen to the two characters, one voice is a little more prominent, one is a little bit more full, a little stronger perhaps because he's in better shape. The other one sounds a little weaker, a little more distant, a little more faint, probably because he's in bad shape, and that is the one that's asking for the berries. So that's really, really nice storytelling. It's amazing what you do when you listen to the song again. Is that why a lot of other reaction videos are short? Because they just listen to it once and they're like, okay, that was good. I like this, I like this, I like this. You gotta go back through the song. You gotta talk about the specifics of what you like. But yeah, this whole song had it. Let's go through the lyrics really quick though. If you smile at me, I will understand. Because that is something everybody everywhere does in the same language. Once again, no matter what side of the coin you're on, in this particular case, I think war, because he even says I can see by your coat, I would imagine by war, because he even says I can see by your coat, my friend, you're from the other side of the war. For example, red coats, blue coats, that kind of thing. Maybe not exactly that war, but just as an example. And I like that. If you smile at me, I'll understand. Don't worry about languages. Don't worry about whatever, our leaders, our military leaders are doing and fighting. If you smile at me, I understand. We're going to help each other. And then, like I said, they talk about the food, the berries for a little bit, and they share that with each other. He even says, haven't gotten sick once. He even tells them, like, with confidence, you don't have to worry. I'm not trying to poison you or, sabotage your survival. I haven't gotten sick, so you're good. Wooden ships on the water, very free and easy. Easy, the way it's supposed to be. Silver people on the shoreline, let us be. Talking about very free and easy. Don't worry about all that other mess, right? Like, we are like two ships in the water. Then he says, horror grips us as we watch you die. All we can do is echo your anguished cries. Stare as all human feelings die. We are leaving, you don't need us. Interesting lines there. And he says, go take your sister then by the hand, lead her away from this foreign land. Far away where we might laugh again. We are leaving, you don't need us. Interesting. Like, we feel horror as we're watching you suffer. All they can do is cry out with them. So maybe it's about an oppressed people or an oppressed nation. All we can do is echo your anguished cries. Stare as all human feelings die. We are leaving, you don't need us. So maybe they're not offering like actual help. We'll give you some berries, but that's it. Maybe this song has a little more depth to it than I immediately thought. And then when he says, go take your sister by the hand, lead her away from this foreign land. So he's like, get out, go back home, go get out of here because there's bad stuff happening here. So I'm not quite sure if out of this song, if we're supposed to feel like this person is actually helping and giving solid advice to this person like I initially thought, or maybe there's something deeper. Because he says, we are leaving, you don't need us. I think that there's more to this song than I'm reading. I'm going to read a little bit because I feel like there's something going on here. The words of the song depict the horrors confronting the survivors of a nuclear holocaust in which the two sides have annihilated each other. A man from one side stumbles upon a man or woman from the other side, etc., etc., etc. To stay alive, they both share purple berries. I mentioned that before. As the wooden ships devoid of metal that would become radioactive are carrying survivors away from the shores, radiation poisoning kills those who have not made it aboard. Okay, maybe I was reading into this too much. Either way, war is bad. I think we can agree on that. Let me know what you thought of it. Hope that you enjoyed the video. Hope that you enjoyed my company as I've enjoyed yours and I've enjoyed you. Just watching, really. You're more than welcome to join me on Twitter in the comments down below. You can support the channel and myself on Patreon if you'd like, but you don't have to. For now, I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.